I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start. No, he don't sound like he trolling. Oh man. God, y'all stop talking about easy games. Stop saying we should win this easily. It's football. It's violent. Appreciate it, Keith. I mean, Jeff Brohm recruited the quarterback. Jeff Brohm already recruited the quarterback. We should have won. We should have won. We cannot take that sack. We cannot take that first sack fumble in the red zone when the score is 7-0. We cannot take that sack. Jeff Brohm believes in balance. I mean, we definitely gonna have to move on eventually, but not tonight. We can't move on tonight. We got to talk about this. Q, stop talking about things being easy. I ain't even gonna joke around. Facebook, come join us on the YouTube channel. Facebook, join us on the YouTube channel. Made for the Ville. Type in Made for the Ville on YouTube. Twitter, type in Made for the Ville on YouTube. Come hang out with us. I can't even do 3, 2, 1 bang. Yes, I can. Twitter, 3, 2, 1 bang. This stuff is not easy. It's not easy. Those Pittsburgh players were the best ever in their high schools. If you go back and watch the game, they score on teams too. They drop passes, key plays. Narduzzi has coached some good Pittsburgh teams. He can put together a game plan. I'll be smiling by the end of the show, Val. Don't worry about it. Let me just clean my emotional palate. Listen, sometimes it's the reverse effect. You practice with wet footballs. You get your mind thinking about the wet footballs. You're practicing with the wet footballs. Now you go in to play with them, and then you drop a pass, and now you're thinking about the wet and the rain. Sometimes you're better off just not even talking about it. Absolutely not. Yes, not on the refs. Not on the refs. I think Vegas got a time machine. They baited everybody into taking Louisville. Did all my money line Maven hit? Did all my money line Maven parlay hit except for Louisville? How do we get out coached, Michael Dickerson? Our defense showed up, showed out. The interception where he pushed them pass interference. I think he was still close enough to the line. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Jack should have been ejected for touching the referee. Jack Plummer should have been ejected for touching the referee on the sideline. If that was the other team and their quarterback pushed the ref like that, even though he was just showing them what was happening, you never touch a referee. They should have ejected him right there. I don't think the play calling was bad. Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, you demonstrate. You don't demonstrate anything to the referees. You do not touch a referee. You don't tap him on the shoulder to talk to him. You never touch a referee. He gave him a two-hand shove. You gotta go. I mean, I was glad he didn't get kicked out. You gotta go. If the other team's quarterback touched a referee, I would be phone calling the ACC myself. Yeah, there's a fine line. Okay, notice how like when Guerrero fumbles, you put him back out there. When our kicker missed the kick early in the year, you put him back out there. You get good results. Sometimes, Coach Brohm is one of those that try to make sure guys keep their confidence up. So they throw a pick, and he wants to make sure you pass right away. You don't think the offense is compatible with rainy weather? It is. If your dudes don't think like, sometimes you just got okay. Notice how our body catcher guys play better in the rain. Guys that catch the ball like this, body catching, they play better in the bad weather. A lot of guys who just good with hands catching, they get the slip throughs and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And JJ played just enough. It's like I'd have rather they just didn't play at all. Ronaldo Brown's not out there. JJ's limited. That's a tough one, DL Osborne, because okay, some of the quarterbacks have more ability, but something as simple as just making sure you get the snap, under center, shotgun, ball handling. There's a lot. Like every quarterback has someone. It was hard to make to make an exact assessment on that. You got is sat on the hot seat. Y'all, listen. You okay? I don't know how to say this, but you got to go through a lot of places before. You know what? Let's see what he says about it. Let's see what he says about it. If does Coach Brohm think that he? Hold on. I'm just closing some other screens, y'all.
Well, we got beat today, and I'll take the blame for it. I'm the head coach. So you think you have your team ready to play, you think you've covered all the bases, and make sure you understood what's happened before in the past with me. You talk about it and you address it, but obviously it wasn't enough. So I got to do a better job getting us ready to play. I understand every week. We talk about all the time. Every week it's going to be a battle. If you don't do all the small things right and execute or play tougher than they do, you're not going to win the game. Definitely, that didn't happen today. So, first half, we got some things going early, and then started to get stalled a little bit, and then, the ball started to hit the ground. Ball hit the ground a lot. Luckily, we recovered a few. It can't happen, and then we started to turn the ball over. When we turn the ball over like that, it's hard to overcome. Couldn't overcome it. So we worked with ball drill every day. We worked ball security, obviously not enough. That was the difference in the game. Just turning the ball over. So, like I said, we got to regroup. Understand that from here on out, like I say, the schedule gets tougher every week. Every team will be ready to play, and we've got to get better. So at this point in the day, give the other team credit. They won, we lost. We need to do a better job. Well, it's disappointing to turn the ball over that much. I think obviously I got to put our quarterback in a better position to not turn it over. But we can't hold it that long. Take a sack, field goal range. Can't happen. We can't the ball around like times before that happens.
Can't happen.
We can't throw interceptions. So make some safer calls. I guess we'll try. But I think not being as consistent in the running game as we would like to. I just think we probably need more balance. Take some pressure off the quarterback because we weren't able to it wasn't just we weren't able to make contested catches. We had plenty of chances one-on-one for big plays, and we didn't make contested catches. So just a combination of a lot of things. But like I said, it's my fault. He gets ready to go. You know what? Actually, I thought we were locked in. I thought we were ready to go. So I'm going to stand up here and say, obviously, we got to do better at that, and we will. But I do think the juncture in the game, we started to get sloppy with the ball. They started being on the ground and turn the ball over. That was the difference. That gave them momentum. I didn't see them put the ball on the ground. So we got to do a better job.
Right.
So I got to practice it more. I got to go it more, and can't have it happen. I don't care if it's wet, sloppy, whatever it is. We have to take care of the ball. We can't turn the ball over and stop drives. It's just silly turnovers. Well, those are three really good players. So I'm allowed to say it didn't affect us. Next guy has to step up as well. I'm not saying they didn't. We'll look at it in more detail, but those are three really good players. Without question, the two corners have been really good up to this point. Schools and him, but they did try to pick at the storm a little bit. But you know what? He can play and get it done. We just got to be more aggressive with that job. But like I said, I think it all started to kind of go downhill in tournament stuff. Well, I thought we could get a half yard, so obviously I was wrong. Obviously the play call wasn't right. You know, we ran that play numerous times. We'd like to bang it up in there. But, two tight ends on that side, and he's coming off the ball. But came back later on 3rd and 1 to a deep play action that I'd like to score a touchdown on, but we caught it and fell. So obviously it's a bad play call, and it was a bad decision for the game to go with.
Woo! Woo! I will say this. I will say this. Again, this is not even a it's not a criticism. It's not even a critique. It's just experience. Sometimes you have players that you don't even want to introduce problems to their brains. Okay, there's two ways to prepare. There's two ways to prepare for like wet weather. One way is to, get the wet balls, get the oil, look, I don't care, put baby oil on them, do anything, right? And get them used to handling, catching them, all that, and the footballs and all that good stuff. Or you can up the penalties. You can up the penalties in practice. Just say this: I don't care if it's wet or dry. If the ball touches the ground, you are out of practice. Or whatever, whatever, extreme thing you could do. That's 10, 100-yard gassers or whatever. If my football, if I get two hands on the football and you drop it, you got 10 gassers, just like where you just get them thinking, catch the ball, just all security, not thinking about if the ball's wet, what do I have to do, just concentrating on keeping the football off the ground for the entire practice. Got to be one of those things. Yeah, because again, it's like when you take a team and you go to Colorado to play. Sometimes your coaches can overdo it and say, "Hey man, the Colorado Air, the Colorado Air, Colorado Air, Colorado Air." Sometimes you get off the bus and you're like, like you're already thinking, and it's like, boy, you got to run first before you get tired, just stuff like that. So, of course, in hindsight, you could say maybe, maybe I talked about the rain too much. I know the rain can affect people, just. Yeah. Like I know we talked about, but you also know that's a part of the game. Again, Pittsburgh, thick grass, cut, sometimes you can't hit cutback lanes. Sometimes, just changes your style and you get a. Oh, he was pissed. He was pissed, and he felt like he had him ready to go. But here's the problem: he did have him ready to go. You're on the goal. You're in the red zone, getting ready to go up 14-0. You got this new quarterback over there. You gotta put it down early. Now, in hindsight, you can say, yeah, you should have ran it more after a couple incomplete passes. But I guarantee, if you go back and look at the tape, when Jack Plummer got sacked, somebody was open at the beginning of that play. So yes, we can criticize coach and say you shouldn't have called that play. Okay, you too many passes. What if there's somebody open on all these pass plays? No, I gotta listen. We got a game plan. We went through practice. We got a game plan. I expect you to perform. I expect you to hit these open passes. When I get Jamari Thrash out there wide open, I expect you to hit him in the helmet where he can keep running. Jamari Thrash should not be falling because you almost overthrow him. It can't happen. It can't happen, but you're the best option. Cashmere, I know it's real. But there's a fine line between, hey, y'all, make sure you breathe deep, make sure you get the oxygen too, psyching yourself out about it. No, Plummer can do it. Plummer made a lot of throws. He's made a lot of good decisions. He's made some bad decisions. Point is, he has the team maturity. He knows the plays. He knows the playbook. Like I said, he knows a lot. And if we had another quarterback out here, there'd be a lot of bad decisions being made. You have a hell of a lot more interceptions probably with another quarterback out here. I know this bye week ain't gonna be as fun as everybody thought it was gonna be. Mm. Mm. But here's the problem. This is why coaches like looking at quarterbacks from Jeff Brohm. This today is the reason we call coach the quarterback whisperer or whatever. This is why they give Brohm quarterbacks a second look. You know why? Because he doesn't handicap his quarterbacks. Like, I'm sorry, y'all might not like this, but he's not going to, again, he's not going to put training wheels on his quarterback. He needs his quarterback to be top tier. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows he's not going to win the big games unless his quarterback is confident and has the whole playbook. I mean, listen, do you want him to be Stoops and just go put a running back there, quarterback, so you can win 6-7 games? Coach Brohm can put Garindo or Maurice Turner and run the Wildcat and win 7 games. But in order for Louisville to get to the next level, Coach Brohm got to have his whole playbook open. So, of course, in hindsight, you're like, for this game, you should have ran more. For that game, you should have did more this, more that. No, I'm not limiting my playbook. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a quarterback that can make the throws. I have a quarterback who should be able to make the throws. He's a smart quarterback. He's a mature quarterback. I'm going to listen, he's undefeated. I expect him to make the throws. So if I give him an open playbook, and he knows the playbook, and I know the playbook. If we lose based on performance. But we're not losing. We're not losing because he doesn't have the ability to know the playbook or to make the right decisions. We have, listen, he's not going to handicap the quarterback. He's not going to limit his playbook so we can steal a game. No, he's not going to cheat the game that way. No, I want to be able to beat anybody at the end of the year. So when we ready to kick Kentucky's ass at the end of the year or whoever in a bowl game, it's gonna be because but that goes back when we missed the 50-yarder. Okay, we missed a 50-yarder last week, or we missed a 47-yarder last week. And then the very next possession, he sends them out there for even further kick. That's letting the team know you got expectations. It's not just a game to game basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to get your dudes trust and get them better. So yeah, I mean, it's just like it's like that in all sports. Like if you're just trying to win today, the game today, I mean, semantically, you're supposed to just do whatever to win the game, but you're not going to be good. Yeah, you're not going to be good in the big picture if you just, like I said, if you just go out. It's like pack line. That's like playing a pack line. We're just gonna sit in the zone and make you shoot over us. And if you hot, you hot. If you're not, you're not. But we're gonna win 65% of our games, 70% of our games, just by lining up and going left and going right because we got a couple more athletes. No. I got a game plan. I got a mature quarterback. It's not training wheels. You don't put training wheels on Jack Plummer. Maurice Turner, Jack Plummer, and Isaac Garendo and Jimmy Callaway and Amari Huggins Bruce, catch the ball. I don't want to hear about the wet fucking football. Catch the ball. That's a normal snap. Catch the ball. You fumbling the ball. That has nothing to do with play calling. That was a 5-second possession where you got that strip sack fumble. And Jack Plummer, this kid is coming off. Jack, how much time did you think you were going to have? You did not execute the game plan. We're all human. But we had a good game plan. We had good play calls. We had a good game plan. And listen, this ain't nothing new, y'all. I was saying this back when Bobby Petrino was here. I said, if I draw up a good play, I argue with everybody on the radio. If Bobby draws up a good play and the guy drops the ball, the fans automatically say it's Bobby's fault. And Bobby should have did this or Bobby should have did that. No. Go back and look at the film. He's wide open. I threw him listen, he caught it in practice. I threw it to him in the game. He dropped it in the game. I had the perfect preparation. He caught it 7 out of 8 times in practice. I ran it in the game twice. He dropped it twice. He didn't perform. Now we're going to go practice and we're going to get better. We're going to do all those things. But fans, go back and look at the tape. If Jeff Brohm calls this play and y'all don't execute it, but it's our job. It isn't former players who see it, athletes who see it. In sports, it's our job to say, okay, there was somebody open on that play. You made the wrong read. Okay, that play is on the coach. There was nobody there. Jack got to tuck it and run. And listen, Coach Brown says it. There's 3 to 5 plays. You got to make a play. 52 passes in the rain, catch the ball. You think, listen, you play 12 at minimum. You play 12 high school games a year. These kids, listen, Pittsburgh was in the rain. They wasn't dropping the ball. You plan on going to the league, you better not drop the ball. No. And like I said, I'm not even calling it the Irish hangover. Listen, I could use that excuse if I wanted to, but no. You got the ball on the 15. My quarterback has to know the only thing that kills our team is a turnover. Fumble. Going the other way. Now listen, I do agree. They checked our receiver. He throws the pick six, blah, blah, blah. I agree with that. How many plays do you need more accuracy? Do you need better footwork? Fundamental better footwork. How many plays could Jack have stepped up in the pocket instead of bailing out? Hmm? 100%. 100%, Charles. One thing is different being the hunted and not the hunter. These are facts. Listen, this is why I get so mad during the show. Don't tell me that this team sucks. Go look at the guys that's on the other team. Go look at the game. Go look at them. They drove the ball down on North Carolina. They made some mistakes. They drove the ball down on Virginia Tech. They drove the ball. They made some mistakes. They changed the quarterback. Confidence is a different thing. And listen, Matt Owen, tight end spot, our tight end spot is where he didn't have confidence in. Agreed. But we've got that a lot of times. But listen, how many times do we get the 4th and 1 and nothing is said? We expected to get it. Defense played good. Defense played good. Like I said, listen, 7-0, red zone. You gotta leave a point. You can't fumble. You can't listen. Whatever your focus level is, fumbling the snap, Garendo, you can't lose that football. Now it's in your head. It's like I said, you got a good game plan. I do like quarterback sneaks. I do like, what is it called? Bush pushes. I do like that play. I love watching Philly just push people on the line. I love it. Jack Plummer is 6'5". He should be able to fall forward and get it. I agree with that. But I know y'all didn't want to see Evan Conley runs through the body right again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, of course, if you're in the mood to blame, you can find play calling blame. You can find quarterback. Whoever you hate on the team. If you hate the line, you can say, yeah, the line missed the blitzer a couple times. If you want to have your story already written before you talk about the game, you can. So you don't think Plummer's strong? There was a lot of overthrows. Yeah, but again, if you take the ball out of, listen, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. But also what I'm saying is the moment you take the football out of Plummer's hands, and the moment you start, again, I don't know what other word to use. The moment you start, like you do that to win the bowl game or the playoff game, like when you got a full season to play, once you take the ball out of your quarterback's hands, it's hard for him to let the ball go. It's hard. It's hard. Like I said, I've seen it 1,000 times. It's like in basketball when a coach just want to win this game and he says nobody shoot but this person, and all of a sudden everybody gets scared to shoot. Everybody starts, they forget how to do their job, and things can get derailed. So I'm not saying for this game you couldn't have just ran the ball, but now, I mean, listen, Pittsburgh knew that too. So in order to keep Pittsburgh from just getting everybody up on the line, you think a couple more runs and Pittsburgh wasn't going to have everybody on the line? Yeah, yeah, physical. Yeah, being physical. And they didn't mind. Listen, and you know it, this was by design. But here's the thing, Billy, here's the thing. It's like when we had Peyton and Russ. Peyton and Russ would get physical and they would get fouls early just to let the referee know this is how we play. That's what Pittsburgh did. But listen, you can tell who was the hammer, who was the nail. Why? Because we're complaining to the ref. Jack Plummer. If Jack Plummer, I'm telling you, y'all blame Jack Plummer for his play on the field. I personally would be more upset with him putting his hands on the referee than almost any pass he made. And this is just a personal thing. You don't put because listen, it's almost like a level of entitlement for you to put your hand on a referee. That's a whiny, entitled gesture. You don't put your hand on a referee. You do not do that. So the psychology of that is you feel like you are being cheated. Boy, they called a penalty on Kamara when you threw that football and he barely touched your head. Boy, we got some great calls. We got some great calls. And then our receiver gets checked and you're yelling. Look, I saw you say it to the ref. You jog off the field. I saw you talking to the ref. You told him this. Okay. You told the ref 3 times. Now the 4th time, you're talking to the ref, and then you touch him. Get the fuck out of here. Excuse me, pardon my language, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry for. No, but it just shows that you're whining. It shows you're whining. He made his case to 3 other refs 3 other times. It's not the touch, it's the mentality of that play. That you're not, listen, you're worried about them controlling the game. You should be blaming yourself. for what you haven't done well already. Not that one play call. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you should be talking to your teammates. Hey, y'all, they missed the call. We good. Talk to your teammates right now. Hey, they missed the call. We're good. Hey, y'all. Hey, D, help me out. Help me get this back. I'm going to get y'all in here. I promise. Hey, Jamar, go talk to your teammates. Go talk to your wide receivers. Go communicate with somebody else, not the referees. No, there's just too many plays. There's too many plays in the sports to argue with 3 different referees about a missed call. You missed Jamari Thrash. You made Jamari Thrash have to fall. He's wide open by 5 yards. Shut up and get in the huddle. Like, and again, I'm not mad. I understand, like, whatever attitude he has. I understand why you got that attitude. Like I said, I felt like a referee cheated me. And I've spent more time focused on the referee than the game. I'm just saying, from an experience point of view, you would like your quarterback to be more determined or to be more focused on communication with the rest of his teammates. Dude, you're a 6-year guy. I expect you to be able to talk to your teammates about 6-year guy stuff. Not making your case with every. The play is over. The pick 6 is done. Coach Jeff Brohm, you watched him have your back against officials. If you feel like he's not doing everything to make sure the referees give you fair treatment, then you're caught up in your own self. It's lack of self-worth. Coach Brohm is yelling at referees on your behalf all game long, Jack. Coach Brohm is damn near getting kicked out of every game. You know what I'm saying? Why are you talking to that ref and you see Jeff Brohm is in that ref's ear? Coach Jeff Brohm is in that referee's ear every single game you played. Because you're making it about you. When you touched that referee, you showed me tonight you were making it about you. Now, I'm not saying next game you're not back, being awesome. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at Jack Plummer. I don't think he's malicious or anything like that. But Red State, that's a great point. Not at all, Kevin. No. We listen. Jack Plummer is the captain of this ship. Jack Plummer is absolutely the captain of this ship. Yeah, like I said, you can have somebody ready, and like I said, 85 players, 85 personalities. No. Okay, macro. If 52 passes is a recipe for a loss, how many of those were drops? Here's my problem. I know what you're saying. 2 interceptions. Macro, you say this right now. He threw a ball to Jimmy Callaway. Jimmy Callaway ran, came out of his break. The football was right there on him. Jimmy Callaway screwed up, and the ball went straight to the defender. So one of your interceptions is null and void when you're trying to blame. You blaming the coach for that? Are you blaming the quarterback for that? It was a perfect play, a perfect play call. It's been executed 99 times out of 100. Jimmy Callaway screwed up that play. It wasn't a bad play call. It wasn't a bad pass. It wasn't. That's one of your interceptions when you were in the red zone. No, it's not a bad play call. That's a perfect play. That's a perfect first down. That's a perfect quarterback pass. But because the result didn't end up where you wanted it to be, you want to go, oh, that's bad coaching. You got to catch that ball. For us to win at Pittsburgh, when we call the perfect play and they make the perfect pass and they make the perfect everything, he didn't slip. There was nothing wrong. But that ended in a turnover. The perfect play call, the perfect pass, the perfect everything except the final execution ended up in an interception. Catch the ball. Like I said, everybody could do their job perfect. Now you say, okay, the mentality of him wasn't catch this ball at all costs, just whatever. Yeah, so it's like I know what you're saying. Listen, he wouldn't have had to throw it 14 times if Jamari Thrash catches that out route. If Plummer catches that ball. If Jack Plummer throws a cleaner pass, we're up 4 instead of down 3. So we put ourselves in a position to have to throw 52 passes. That's not a narrative. No, Anthony, that was a back shoulder play. It was supposed to be behind him. Anthony Pope, that ball was supposed to be exactly where it was placed. Back shoulder throw. Because he looked. He knew where the ball was going to be. That wasn't supposed to be in front of him. No, that was a back shoulder throw. That was a back shoulder throw. Coach knew it at the beginning. Yeah, I disagree with you. Like I said, we can look at video tomorrow night, but the back shoulder throw was perfect. I mean, you could say it should have been 6 inches higher. I mean, you got to think about that. Do you blame Coach Brohm for having a guaranteed touchdown to Jamari Thrash on that 4th down where Jack overthrew it? And he fell trying to get to it. It's just poor execution. I want to call him Jimmy Butler now. You got to catch that ball. Yeah, he made a great move. He deserved a touchdown. He deserved a touchdown. So yeah, just like remember all these perfect play calls that were called. Like I said, in hindsight, when you add up, do the math, and yeah, that's just too many. How many were perfect play calls? No, it was a perfect play call. Oh, he did not look happy. He did not look happy. Yeah, bye week. You're gonna see some young boys. Look, if I was gonna give some advice, I would say, young fellas, this is the week to prepare. Young fellas, if you're right on the cusp of getting some playing time, this is the week to do it. Yep, Garendo in the red zone. Oh, young fellas, do everything right. Getting your playbook crazy. Get Jeff, like, listen, I always told Jalen, you need to be the first face the coach sees when he's pissed off. Ask anybody that ever watched a Tennessee game or a Detroit game or a Houston Texas game. You want to be right in the coach's face when he's pissed off. So if y'all want to see some new guys get some clock, get in their DMs and tell them, hey, you better be in the coach's back pocket, especially during the bye week. Man, are y'all enjoying tonight's show? Nobody's hitting the like button. Man, I'm heartbroken. Nobody enjoyed tonight's show? Nobody's hitting the like button? You know what? Maybe I'm wasting my time here.